Dave made this beat.
Welcome to Say Like a Champ, episode 320. It's your boy A-Dub.
Hey, your boy Strizzy. Welcome back, Slab fam. Y'all know what it is this weekend, man.
Yeah.
know what it is.
He had to dust off the Panthers gear, you know what I'm saying? It's been a minute since we've seen it on the show, but welcome back. As always, another great week in sports and another fun time. We talked about it on Thursday on Secure the Bag that, you know what I'm saying, it's a little slacker, you know what I'm saying, a little slacker on Slacker Civil War this week. And it was definitely a fun game. But
it was.
Yes,
it came out to the wire for sure.
It did. And we'll definitely jump into that as we always do with the whole week of games. But want to welcome in some people to the show. We got Pops. Good evening.
Pops.
And it looks different. It has like a different name on there. That's Pops
I know.
83. Stephanie Washington. It's got like the whole names on there. Hey, y'all. What's up, Stephanie? Yep. And also the Wesson Plan. You know what I'm saying? We got to give you a couple shout outs. So give me 1 minute for that, Wesson. Stay tuned for sure. Pop said, get that jersey off.
Can't do it, Pops. You know I can't do it this week.
He's been wearing it since Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
I slept in this mug. I went to sleep in this mug.
Yeah, no, it's good stuff though. I'm excited to talk about it. And I'm excited to just get into another week. But man, it's already October 14th. Yeah. We're a couple weeks away from Halloween, and then you know how the rest of the year just tumbles along. So definitely, you know what I'm saying, definitely excited for a lot of things to come. But Strizzy, how are you this week?
Oh man, I'm pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, funny enough, even though we'll definitely get into the game, but just winning back-to-back games. Like I don't think we've won back-to-back games and God only knows how long. You know what I'm saying? Us up, 3-3, which is it's crazy. It's crazy, man. Like I've been seeing so many Panther memes about us just being at 500 for like the first time since like the Cam era.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy, bro. Like it's wild. So everyone's over here talking about like, dang, like we damn near made the playoffs. We're Super Bowl champs. Blah 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 blah. Like, but no, it's funny, man. Like obviously, it's a big rivalry because it's not just you and me. Steph's a Cowboys fan, Pops is a Cowboys fan. So
yeah.
So all that, so it was a great run for me. And I'm glad Pops and Steph for the first two logged into the show too, so they could see it, make sure they saw it and everything like that. But going straight, man. Week's actually been going by cool so far, work wise too. Chill week. So like my days have actually been it's only Tuesday, but these last couple of days have been really chill. How about you?
What's up? Yeah, same, man. Just just enjoying a little bit of the break in the weather and we're getting to it, man. This week's going better than last week was already, that's for sure. So so it's all good. But another reason why it's going to be a great week, as it always is, we got to welcome our third member of the panel right quick. Get him on the show, our brother Marcus. What's good, Marcus?
What up, man?
Yo. Stress-free over here, man. Feels good, man.
I sound stress-free over here.
I know, right?
I would have been like Pops, and I'm mad at the jersey and stuff. But hey, man, do your thing, dog.
hey, I will. Yeah, the Longhorns did get my Sooners though, so
that's right.
There's a little get back there though.
Very surprised by that too.
Yeah,
I wish our quarterback was healthy. Wouldn't have made a difference because y'all beat the brakes off us, but I wish he was healthy in that game.
That was pretty crazy. He was only like 2 or like less than 3 weeks away from having wrist surgery, so
I think he might be done. They tore their wrist up too, man. So.
Yeah, I don't think he should have played in that game. I think he played because of the rivalry and our record, but I just feel like the backup should have played. Even the backup still probably would have given us a little bit of a better chance because he would have been healthy. But but still, fun rivalry, especially because I haven't looked at the polls yet, but. It's weird because Texas wasn't ranked in that game, huh?
No.
So now I'm kind of like, damn, like what does that do to us? Even though it's Texas, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I'll probably go to 12 or something like that.
Hopefully, it's nothing crazy.
We do have a peek at the rankings later, so we can pull that up. We'll take a look at that for sure.
Good.
But let's welcome Kelly to the show. Happy Tuesday. Thank you for being here
83.
with us. And Weston Plan says North Carolina come on to raise
Come on to
there's a
raise
throwback with
Hey,
throwback.
before we do that, can we get a shout out to Anthony, man? I wish I had some hand claps, man. He graduated from Purdue, man. That's my boy, though. So
Yeah,
that
I've
was
seen
good
that.
stuff.
Yeah, we
Congrats
gotta
to the kid.
do that.
What Boilermakers? That's their thing?
Yeah, the Boilermakers.
So Anthony Garage is Boilermaker, man. Congratulations.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. I got you.
Oh,
back,
he got it. He got it. He
Yep.
got it.
Yes, we had to give a big shout out to our boy. Not
Yeah.
one, but two, because there was some really nice pictures. But out there doing his thing. Congratulations on the
That's so
graduation.
dope. I didn't even know he was even going to the university. Like I told him, man, I wish I could have been there. If I would have planned it better, we would have been out there, man. So, but it's all good. Happy for you.
Yeah,
Hopefully we'll be able to get together all again soon. Somewhere deep in the archives, there's it's an episode that was right around your birthday, Marcus. I think it was where we watched some of the draft.
It was crazy. Yeah.
And
was that CD Lamb draft or was that before them?
I don't know.
Was it Michael Parsons? Maybe
it might have been the Micah Parsons draft, but I think we watched like day 2 together, and that was a great time. You know what I'm saying? You hosted us on your podcast, so we'll have to go back and see what year that was. But again, big congrats to Anthony. Also won the Pick'em this week, which I think is like his second or third time already. Man. He said earlier him and Strizzy were the only ones who picked Carolina, which that figures. But I think he got 12, but it was definitely a good week on there too. And Stephanie Washington says that was a dope pick. We got congratulations coming in as well. So yeah, big shout out for that. All right, that's what's up. Let's use that to roll into NFL talk since we're talking about him winning the pick'em. Again, there were some surprising matchups this weekend or some surprising upsets. Started off the week with the Eagles losing their second game in a row, and then ended the night last night with the Bills losing their second game in a row. So
Jackson Lamar Dart.
Cool ones. Yeah, something about
Jackson Lamar
Scatterboo and Dart. They're gonna be if they stay healthy, they gonna have a good career, man. Together, they're gonna bring some noise. Don't have to be great, but just the swag they got. They kind of reminded me. They had a little more swag, but they kind of remind me of Dak and Zeke their first year. You know, they were swagging out. They were doing everything, but they won't probably be good as them. But they kind of reminded me of them when I was watching them against the Eagles. And the Eagles, they in trouble, man. They in trouble.
Yeah, that little tandem is gonna be fun, man. I was watching Scat all through ASU, so it's like it's hard not to root for them, even though I've never been a Giants fan. But they're fun. They're fun to watch, man. And Scatterboo, he's just crazy, bro.
That's crazy. That's a dope picture.
Yeah, that was a super dope picture. But he is crazy athletic. And I talked about it. I was like, he might have like the most brilliant 3-year career in the NFL, but he's running like that. Like it's gonna be fun to watch regardless. I just hope he can stay healthy the way he runs. But it's crazy. It's dope to watch him run though.
Yeah, we hope he don't be a Marion Barber type of player,
right?
For out his team, So.
He be running head first too.
Yeah, I think it would be cool if he could have a decent back with him. The two back, that'll be really good. So
yeah, Weston said though, should we have a conversation about Buffalo or Philly, or is it too early? Steph says it's too early, but
no, it's not.
You guys think the Eagles are in trouble?
Buffalo, they're offensively they're damaged. Like all of their starter talent is hurt except for Cook. But Philly, I don't know what Philly's problem is.
Josh Allen, he need to get it together. That's what we don't want to say because he's MVP, but he has to get it together. He does those picks.
Oh, the turnovers.
He do too much sometimes. Be a quarterback. I think if he be a quarterback and try to save the day all the time, he run his team. But it might be a little soon, but I still think they gotta win at least a couple in a row to stay afloat. They can't lose no more for a while. So that might be hard because they got that schedule not too easy. So.
Really, I think it's funny. It's funny too because obviously you look at their records, they're still both 4-2. But I think that Josh Allen is with the exception of the Patriots actually playing really well. He's still in a pretty crappy division. But the Eagles, you still got to deal with the Commanders. You know what I'm saying? I think obviously the Giants only got 2 wins, but they're looking a lot better. And Cowboys, you look at their record too, but I feel like that offense is good enough to the point where they're still going to win games, and they're probably going to, beat the Eagles the second time they play them, honestly. So I don't know. We'll see. I feel like the NFC East is still a tricky division. Yeah. So I think the Eagles do have to be careful.
Yeah. It is surprising. I kind of agree. Stephanie said 2 losses, Nas, and it's just not. I agree with that because it still is early. But if they continue the way they're going, then I'm not going to be surprised. They do need to make a change as far as like how they're looking out there because that's just kind of rough. Pop says I think both will be okay, just like the Chiefs championship type teams will rise up. But this year more than
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no.
I was just saying the division though. Like you gotta watch the division. Normally they the top in the division. This year they both can lose that division. So that's what I mean by that. Like the Buffalo, they normally steamroll that division, but the Patriots are right there. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, even though the Commanders lost, they still a good team. They can put you out. So watch out for that.
I do think that the Patriots, and the crazy thing is they lost to the Raiders in the first week like that. And that was like a bad loss. If they would have had that together, they could be 5-1, but still leading the division with the tiebreaker so far against the Bills. So yeah, I think it's interesting. I'm not a fan of either of these teams. So I kind of like it, you know, from a selfish standpoint, but I don't know. I think it's still kind of early, but yeah, the divisions are definitely tougher for them this year. They're not going to walk away with them. So, the Panthers Cowboys. I know we talked a little bit about that. This to me will be kind of forever known in as the Rico Dotto game. You know, he kind of called out the Cowboys and they really couldn't do anything to stop it. But obviously we've talked about for a long time. Carolina's offensive line is really good too, and Dotto's in a good spot in that offense to produce. But actually, 230 yards 2 weeks in a row now is pretty impressive for Rico Dotto. I just wanted to hear your thoughts on the game, Strizzy, but also just on that part. Do you think he should start over your boy Hubbard, even though Hubbard's had success when he hasn't been injured?
Yeah, I do actually, and it's funny because like recency bias, right? But as much as I think Hubbard actually did do very, very well for us last year because our offensive line was really good last year too, I think the running styles are different. Hubbard he's very patient, right? He doesn't run with a lot of intensity the way Rico Dotto does, and I think because our offensive line is so. It is really good right now, and we are opening up holes. I think Dotto gets to those holes a lot faster than Chuba does. Now it would be nice to literally have a 1-2 punch, right? It's always nice having those. You look at guys like the Lions. Hell, you look at even the Falcons. We forget Tyler Algier is actually a really decent running back too.
Yeah.
But even going back to the 2015 Panthers, you look at we had D'Angelo Williams, and Jonathan Stewart. You know what I'm saying? Both of those guys were, we had our quick, agile dude, and then we had our bowling ball. You know what I mean? So. It would be nice to still have a 1-2 punch so that Rico Dotto is not having to do so much because he is a heavy runner. You know what I mean? He's got that kind of Isaiah Pacheco kind of run style, you know what I mean, in a sense. But I think as of right now, he has kind of taken that. I mean, 2 weeks ago, Rico Dotto wasn't on anybody's, top of the chart stats wise, and he's already, I think, like 6th or 7th, you know what I mean, in rushing, and that only took him 2 weeks. So as long as our offensive line is healthy and he's doing what he's doing, I think he continues to roll. We got the Jets this week, you know what I mean? So it's another good spot for him to continue rolling. But I think for me, as far as the Panthers go, I think a lot is still true. I think that I still 100% don't believe in Bryce. I know that sounds really bad. He had 3 touchdowns, and I mean about 179, 80 yards, something like that. It wasn't horrible, but he did have the 1 pick in the game. But I'm still not convinced yet that he's our future. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that I love the kid. I think he's a phenomenal kid. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. Like, personality don't necessarily win games. You know what I'm saying? And if Donald doesn't have the kind of game that he has, if we weren't able to run the ball the way that we did, and Bryce was forced to win that game, if you guys got ahead of us, really quickly, is Bryce good enough to come back? And I can't say that he is. You know what I mean? So Bryce still isn't winning games. We have a great coaching staff, we have a great offensive line, and we've had a great running game for the last 2 years. So I just really want to see more from Bryce. Like, that's what I really want to see. If he can continue to play the way he plays, like, he's a smart kid. But we got to bring the turnovers down, because even though it was only 1 through 6 weeks, I think he's like damn near top of the league in turnovers, not just interceptions but fumbles too. So definitely want to see him be a little bit better. But I love this coaching staff. I hope that the ownership realize that the coaching staff is actually really good, We just need a little bit more from our young receiving core and from the quarterback position. You know what I mean? So I hate to lose this coaching staff because we're losing games or whatever the case may be. But from a game perspective, it was a fun game, man. The game, I mean, it was back and forth the entire time. Like, you guys went up, we answered. You went up again, we answered. You know what I mean? I think it was 10 to 14 at halftime, something like that. You know what I mean? And then I think we took the lead, and then y'all just it was just so back and forth the entire time. So fun offensive game, and I think Pops brought it up at the beginning. He thought he was gonna get the ball back, but we literally drained we took the last 6 minutes and we got that last first down we needed to just kneel the ball, kick a field goal. So love that. You know what I mean? I love it from a Panthers fan point of view. I loved it. So great game. I'm glad my blood pressure has finally gone down. But how do y'all feel? You know what I'm saying? I think, obviously we know what the offense can do, but y'all still worried about that defense.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like how Pop said, we thought they would get the ball back and win. The problem is, like, having a defense like that, it does put so much pressure on your offense. And even if your offense is really good, it's like you have to have the ball last in order to score to win the game. Because if not, they're going to give it up. Even back to week 2 against the Giants, it was like just over a minute, and they gave up a field goal to go into overtime. Just kept going. Obviously, the Green Bay game, same thing. They scored too fast and left over a minute on the clock, and then ended up going in overtime and tying and all that. So it's tough when your defense really literally can't get a stop, and you have to rely on maybe some turnovers or some flukes. And then your offense has to score every time. So we'll see. But it'll make it fun to watch. Like you said, very exciting. But I don't know. It kind of puts you in a bad position as far as like trying to stack wins together when every other week you're like going down like that. So
I think a couple things to look out for too. And obviously I'll let Marcus go. But
no, you're good, bro.
Talking about Chuba Hubbard too. They're also talking about him possibly being on the trading block because Rico's been doing so well. And one of those teams that he might be on his way to happens to be Anthony's Chiefs. So a lot to look forward to or look to with the trade deadline coming up, as well as another running back in that division, Alvin Kamara from the Saints too. So I know Kansas City wants to get a running back. So we'll see if they end up grabbing one of those guys.
What you mean they need a running back? Kareem Hunt and Pacheco, did somebody get hurt?
No, but their lead rusher on that team right now is Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I don't know if the trust isn't there. I don't know if it's I don't really know what it is, to be completely honest. I think Ann will have a better analysis there, but they're just not really utilizing that much. Pat's kind of front runner for MVP, and then there's a reason for it right now.
Yeah. We'll see. I did hear that they were in the market though for a running back. I don't know if Weston has one. But I don't know, Marcus. I know you're still on the sideline, but the spot's still open, and we're still looking forward to Thanksgiving, which is still a ways away. When you will officially, take that place next to Pops, Stephanie, and I. But no, how are you feeling about? Did you check out the game or anything like that?
Honestly, I didn't check it out. I sent the ESPN thing about it, but I wish I looked to the future. Like, you got Commanders next week. You got an anger Commanders team.
Yeah.
I don't think you win that game. So it's like it's going downhill, So I just think it's like that defense, like them receivers going to have a field day on there, So I don't know. Jerry said they're going to be okay with no pass rush, but it shows you need a pass rush. And they don't have that at all. Like, teams don't be threatened by anything. They just they do everything. So that's the thing. The secondary is decent when you have a pass rush. I think that secondary will be okay. But when you don't have a pass rush, it's kind of hard to, it's in your psyche too. So
yeah,
our receivers. I mean, offensively too. Like, we've been really good at getting our receivers open, which has been nice because they are so young. But a lot of receivers got the ball from Bryce. Nobody actually really went off. I was expecting Tet to have a really big day. He didn't. You know what I mean? He had a touchdown. You know what I mean? But like, kind of everybody kind of touched the ball. So you don't have no pass rush. Your DB's just kind of out there on an island. You know what I'm saying? So I agree. Pass rush is important.
I just feel like somebody, Jerry or somebody on the staff or something, like, you got to go back to the championship teams. Like, the offense right now the offense is good. The O-line is decent. You know what I'm saying? You got the receivers, CD out. You have that.
Playing good.
But the thing about the old school Dallas Cowboys, you had safeties like Darren Woodson. You had Charles Haley, you had Leon Lett, you had people like that. Cornerbacks, you had Kevin Smith, you had Dion, you had people who can lock down. You had Ken Norton. So it's like they got a decent defensive line with no pass rush, but you don't have that safety. I don't think we had a safety since, and he didn't do well. But Roy Williams,
I was gonna say.
So
that was the last one, and even he got burnt. He didn't.
Yeah, he should have been a linebacker. He shouldn't have been a safety because he was too big to be a safety. But he was great in college, though, But I just feel like you haven't got a Darren Woodson, like a Brock Marion. Like I go back to the days when he had Washington back there. Like you gotta get those guys. Like Wilson is cool. He cool, but he's not that guy. So I think it starts with secondary. Like when we had those teams, we had a good secondary. We had a good pass rush. We had decent linebackers, So I just feel like they got to get back to that point to do that, So that's the thing. I don't know. The offense is always decent, but you gotta have a defense, man. So
I want Diggs. If the Cowboys can't figure out that I think Diggs just be a so much better safety than a corner, he got to go somewhere else and figure it out. I just think he'd be so much better at safety.
And always playing games. Teague, get out of here, man. That dude wasn't good safety. Come on, man. But one good thing about him, I liked about him, Teague, I always remember him, is when T.O. went to the center, he was the one that shoved him out of that star. So I always remember Teague for doing that. But, yeah, he wasn't no cover corner either. Like me and safety. We haven't had safety since Darren Woodson, and I hope we get that. So,
yeah.
Are you guys back at home next week, or y'all in Washington?
It don't matter.
I think it's at Washington. At Washington.
That does make it tough because Washington's coming off
it's at home. It's at home.
Okay, that's better. Y'all might be all right.
That game last year was so fun against the Commanders at home. And we won without Dak and just with the Turpin punt return and stuff like that. Like that was fun stuff, but I don't know if we can repeat something like that. Yeah. But Pop says Redskins aren't playing very well. We know them. We will beat them. But he just deliberately.
I'm with you on that, Pop. I got to quit saying Commander. It's Redskins, man. I'm with you, Pops. That's funny though, man. He never said Commanders. He always said Redskins.
Yeah. Says our D has to get better production. Effort is there. Getting offense and the rookie cornerback and others back from injuries should help. I hope they can figure something out. Stephanie said we stink, but I'm still keeping Marcus's seat warm. Exactly. Yeah.
Hey. Okay.
Got your back, brother. On Thanksgiving, after we beat the Chiefs, you know what I'm saying? That's when it's gonna be official. Coming home.
Is Rice gonna be back that game? That's his first game back, right?
Probably he'll be back before then. Probably.
No, he'll be back this week. Rice is back this week.
We'll see.
It's funny too.
We're gonna be sending a slice of humble pie to Weston.
Hey, I told y'all they can win that game. I'm back, but Hollywood ain't played this well since he was in Oklahoma. So
you ain't lying, bro.
It's gonna be dangerous to have Hollywood balling. You're gonna have Worthy, then you get Rice and Kelsey even look good. I can't lie. I thought he was done, but he doing this thing, man. So
yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie. Man. Right now, even at 3-3, I think Kansas City back in the championship kind of role now, man. Like they looking a little Super Bowl-ish right now.
Well, so when you have the Bills looking like this, and the next best threat in the AFC is the Colts, like they're not afraid of the Colts, but that's why it's gonna be interesting to see. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see who emerges. But yeah, I think this year more than ever, it's very even though. I feel like it's a lot of these teams like there's no dominant team. And there's some bad teams, but even they, make it interesting. So
Falcons have as of right now, they have the number one defense in the league. So like,
I know that's crazy.
Everyone's picking the Bills, to win that game, and man, Falcons came to play. Like they was hooping. You know what I'm saying?
We can't just pass up Kalen Williams though. We can't. We gotta give that guy his flowers. He's a weirdo, but to me, DJ Moore is a great receiver, but DJ Moore ain't been playing like himself. So I'm gonna say this: he don't have the receivers that he making those guys look good. I'm just saying. So I gotta give him his credit. He looks good, and he's gonna get better. He might set records this year. So I know we don't talk about him that much because he's a acquired taste. But I watched him, and like if he get that confidence going, he gets more like he's gonna be dangerous, man. Because that guy. He's a great core. I'm not trying to put him up there with Patrick Mahomes, but I think he has the ability to be that good. I really think how he rolls out, how he's smart, the throws he does, he's very, very accurate. Like if he gets like I think he might have a little Andy Reid over there. I think the coach is a great coach, you know. So if he gets that and gets a decent running game over there and get another receiver, man, they're gonna be the Bears gonna be back. And I really feel like Kellen Williams, he's a special talent, man. But he just gotta get out of his head, and we'll see. But they won 3 in a row right now, so
yeah.
They beat a great Bills team, a great Redskins team. Even though that fumble happened, they don't get that fumble, they might win that game. But hey, it didn't happen that way. So yeah.
It's funny you say that too. Like, one of the things I love about really good offensive coordinators, especially when they become coaches, is we talk about this all the time. It's like, bro, you got to cater to who your quarterback is. You know what I mean? I think a lot of these coaches who've been on the Bears the last couple of years just aren't willing to look at their quarterback and say, what does my quarterback do well? And Ben Johnson, he was just like, it was rough the first couple of weeks because I think that they lost their first two, and then scratched up their third one. But he looked and figured out, like, what does my quarterback do really well? And getting him out of the pocket, having him roll out, things of that nature, those are his strengths. You know what I'm saying? So, if you have this thought in your mind, like, no, this is how I'm running my offense, this is how my quarterback needs to play, but how you want him to play is not your quarterback's strengths, like, it's just not going to work. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at Sam Darnold. Like, I mean, he played great football for the Panthers those last couple of games with Wilkes at the helm. The Vikings, damn near number one seed if they didn't get the number one seed that year, and even right now with Seattle, he's playing really, really well too. So, I mean, coaching is a big deal. You know what I'm saying? If you're not willing to be a good coach, like, your team's not going to do well.
Yeah. I mean, I totally agree with that as far as like the situations, even like Daniel Jones going to the Colts doing so well. Of course, Baker Mayfield, like Cleveland Browns having him and, giving up on him too soon.
Baker is balling, dog.
He's balling.
I'm not a fan of that guy, but hey, he got the Buccaneers looking good, man. He got them looking good. So
I do respect it though, like, and it's funny because like I've been not a Baker hater, but definitely a Baker watcher since back like the 2018 Rose Bowl. Mom and I went and we saw Baker Mayfield against the Bulldogs, and like. So it's like seeing his whole career arc. Like I'm kind of a low key fan of him. Like I like that he's doing well.
I definitely am, and I think the Browns gave up on him way too fast. I mean, he took him to the playoffs.
Yeah,
we all knew Freddie Kitchens was not a head coach.
Yeah,
he was an offensive coordinator, and
at best,
exactly. And they just gave up on him for like no reason. I thought that was crazy. And now look at him. You know what I'm saying? So Browns are a horrible franchise, but we know that.
Yeah.
Them and the Jets, terrible.
Anthony Weston says Mike McDaniel. I don't know if he's talking about coaching to your strengths or not, but he's in the hot seat for sure. But actually, Callahan from the Titans did get fired this week after going 1-5 to start his second season.
And should have been 0-6. They still should have been.
Exactly. They're like, we're not even giving you credit for that one. They're like, no. They're like, technically you have a win, but no, we're counting this as 0-6. They've been bad, so that's the first in-season coaching move of the year, but we'll see.
In Green Bay, they on the radar right now. We gotta watch out for those guys.
Yeah.
Hey, Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs is a special guy, dog. You watch him as like an old school running back. How he runs, like you can see him running hard. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't give up. He put his head down, do his thing. I really like Josh Jacobs. And the Packers, they was really hyped up because Michael went over there. He kind of quieted down, so they got a couple losses. But you gotta watch out for them guys, man. They're gonna be good.
There's a lot of guys I actually really like watching as far as like the running back position goes. Jonathan Stewart's another one, and so is Bijan Robinson, man. Like those guys are just
Robinson. That play there on the sideline.
The fact that he stayed in bounds was crazy. But you watch these guys play, man. They're on another level than a lot of these.
Wolf is another one, man. He's playing good, man.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
that's all I got on that. But the NFL is getting to the point where you kind of know who's going to win, but at the same time you never know. Back in the day, maybe the last couple of years, you knew who's going to win games, but you don't really know. Now some good game like that, like the Bears and Commanders, that's a different type of game. You need to know who's going to win that game. Like the Eagles and the Giants, you didn't know. So it's kind of getting cool. Like you never know who's going to really win those games. Like the Cowboys should have definitely won that game, but it's just things happen. So.
Yeah, definitely. It's good stuff. I like watching it when it's more interesting like that. You never know who can win. So we'll see. But Thursday we'll be making our picks again for all of the Week 7 games. Can't believe we're already in Week 7, and there should be some interesting matchups. Starting with Joe Flacco and the Bengals against Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers. Two quarterbacks over 40. They're calling it
Geriatric Bowl.
Yeah, the Icy Hot Bowl. So we'll see
Icy
that.
Hot Bowl is funny.
Alex said, Marcus, they need you.
Who's that?
I don't know. We'll have to see who he meant by that one. I did want to talk college football really quickly. Penn State did fire their coach, and Pops mentioned that Franklin, after losing to Oregon, which was the number 2 team in the country at that point, in overtime, like a very close game, loses 2 games in a row to unranked opponents. And they said that that's the first time like a top 25 team have lost 2 games in a row where they were favored by more than 20 in both games in like whoever knows how long. But it's always those interesting stats that you can come up with. But anyways, Penn State was bad. Had to make a change there, but still kind of surprising. Texas, we talked about with the big win over the Sooners in the Red River shootout. Back into the rankings this week.
Where they at? 21. How you go from 1 to 21? That's terrible.
Yeah, 1 to out and then back in.
That's true.
Where's Oklahoma at? Oh, at 14.
14.
I said 12, but okay.
Yeah, we were what, 5? No, we were 6.
So okay, I was about to say I thought Oregon would go down a little bit more, but hey, they lost. They both were undefeated. So
and
Hurricane
almost swapped because Oregon was up there. But yeah, Miami up there.
Yeah,
I love seeing Miami being relevant. They're playing really good. Their defense is really good. But their ACC is kind of a little bit weaker.
Ole Miss is great, man. I like that coach too.
Lane Kiffin he's pretty cool. But that's a good game this week. Georgia is playing Ole Miss. They're actually hosting Ole Miss, so Georgia at home. That should be a really good one.
Ooh, yeah.
And we owe them revenge for last year because last year they kind of took our season off track. We had lost the game to Alabama, but then we beat Texas. Then we lost to Ole Miss. We got beat down by them. So
people better watch out for them. Them Alabama guys too, man.
Yeah. They're looking pretty good. Anthony Weston mentioned they squeaked by Missouri. That was a good game. Missouri was hosting. They had some opportunities, but just couldn't get it done.
No.
But the SEC is looking fun. So Missouri only dropped down to 16, which is good. We'll see.
Yeah, SEC is looking real crazy right now, bro. Like
they have a lot of people
it's so tough.
Yeah. And that is a gauntlet of a schedule. And now especially adding some Oklahoma and Texas and just how they've expanded.
Y'all played Georgia Tech last game of the season?
Yeah, we do. Which that should be fun.
Can't wait. Let's go, though.
Last year was like the 5 overtime. There was like the 5 overtime game or whatever.
That's insane.
I'm hoping that Georgia Tech is undefeated by then, though, because like that should be a good.
Yeah. South Florida is they up there too, man.
It'll be cool.
Nice. I like it.
I like it too because you never know who's gonna. This is more getting closer to that, like not that dominant team anymore. I feel like with the NIL, people are spending their money. The rosters aren't as deep. They're more spread out. But there's also the 12-game playoffs, so you're going to get to see a lot of these good matchups either way, and it's not as crucial just losing that one game. So we'll see.
So it's 12, you said?
Going bowling 6-0. That's what's up. I didn't know they were 6-0. That's awesome. UNLV is fun to watch, too. I've been to a couple games there.
Why they ain't 10 and 25 though?
I was just gonna say I don't know why they're not ranked. We'll see. But yeah, it's top 12. The only thing is, I think if you certain conferences get in there.
Hey, is that breaking news?
I know. I'm about to look right now.
Is that breaking news? Are you saying they should do that? Oh, okay. I'm about to say, dang, that might change the season right there.
Yeah, that's big. That'd be big time news.
Okay, I thought he had breaking news for us, man. I'm about to say.
I got me in my phone. Like, hey, hold on.
Yeah, man.
I was like, hold on.
Jerry Jones did say they have the ammunition to trade for defensive help earlier today, but I don't know. I feel like Unc might be a little bit behind though, because now he's talking about. I think he might be a few minutes behind.
I've been watching from the beginning.
Yeah, But yeah, good stuff. I'm excited for college football. But yeah, that Georgia Ole Miss game should be really good this weekend. That'll be a big victory if we can pull that off. So we'll see what's up with that.
We're gonna talk about the hoops, the women hoops, man.
Yeah, we got to talk about that. The Aces completing the sweep, their third title in 4 years. And it was a lot of fun because the Slack family, the three of us, got to go out and check out Game 3. And Marcus, what were your observations from being there at the game?
I was very surprised by the atmosphere in there. It was pretty cool. I still feel like it should have been a little more people in there. I think the game started later. It probably got more people, but 5 o'clock, it was kind of hard for people to get in there.
Yeah,
and traffic is crazy. But I would say the overall, like I was telling Strizzy during the game, before the game, I was like, that's crazy how they gave the Asia the MVP. Actually, they gave it to Thomas. And she showed me, shut up. I'm going to tell you why I'm the MVP and why she didn't get it. But like I said, I think we was watching. I think if I could correct me if I'm wrong, y'all, but they were down 17 in the third quarter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it came back. I think it's Copper. She hit like 9 points in a row to kind of get them back in the game.
Yeah.
They tied it up, and Strizzy started standing up. So I said, hey man, I think they're gonna win this game. He said, I think so too. So it was Thomas had she had a 1-on-1. She got to the basket and she missed that layup and left 5 seconds on the clock. And I'm thinking, okay, they're gonna go overtime and win this thing, but the best player in the world.
Yep.
She backed down. A-Dub must have felt something because he turned his phone on and he got the whole thing. And it was like crazy. Cause I didn't think I'm hard on the women's thing because it ain't the same, but just to watch it, you kind of forget. I kind of forgot a little bit they were women. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? How they was playing.
Just watching hooping.
Yeah, so it was just kind of good to see. And it's like the Aces was a way better team. They were a better team. I just gotta give them that. And they had shooters, you know what I'm saying? And they had great coaching. Like she was a great coach. You could just tell how they was playing. Even though they came back on them, they didn't really get rattled, They had a couple of injuries on the Mercury, and I would say this too. I'm not making an excuse, but they had 10 points, but I would say at least 5 or 6 bad calls. Like it wasn't close. It was terrible, and those calls cost them points. So I feel like if they got half of those, I'm saying they could have probably won that game. They fought hard as they could, but they just had too much power. Gray and Asia, and I don't know number 24 name for them, but she's a bucket. Right? She's a bucket, man. So like I said, overall, like I said, I think next year I'm definitely gonna go to more games because I just thought it was like I don't want to go there. But the atmosphere, because somebody was telling me they went to the Aces game and it's different from Mercury game. Like you'll go to Aces game like, oh, this is all they do. But the Mercury, they have it's like a family atmosphere. They get into it, you know what I'm saying? And we get the free throw, they like shooting, whatever they say, making or missing, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole it's a whole little vibe in there. I think it's good for the kids, a kid atmosphere, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, I'm definitely gonna support them more next year, see how they do. But it was cool to experience that, to go to the WNBA finals and how we went there, you know what I'm saying? For the price, it was pretty cool, man. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, they say the Mercury has the greatest crowd in WNBA. So we definitely live up to that hype, man. And these last couple of years, we've been kind of filling this mug up. They used to not even really have the second level. They used to not
do the second level at all. Yeah,
and that wasn't even just the finals. Like I went to a couple of regular season games, and even the regular season games, they had people in the upper decks too. So Mercury has been great, and this was this team's first year together. Like this is the totally new look Mercury team. Like almost nobody on this team is from years past. You know what I mean? So for them to get to the finals in this 1 year was a big deal. And but yeah, we did not match up well against the Aces. Like they were a lot bigger than us. You know what I'm saying? Aja Wilson obviously is a beast. She's a monster. We definitely match up against the Fever, but I feel like it obviously wouldn't have been as fun to watch. Because we would have beat the Fever down. But yeah, the Aces are good.
And Thomas, I look at basketball all around. She has to get a jump shot. Yeah. I just figured if she get a jump shot, she's gonna be dangerous. And it's gonna help her team. But when she get the ball on top of the key, we know you're not gonna shoot the ball, so we can play you how we want to play you. And the coach didn't make adjustments to that. He didn't put her down lower, to, like up top of the key, get her lower so she can do her little move and do her thing because she can do that. But put on top of the key, she passing the ball, she's not shooting. She didn't even take a shot, so you're not even like giving them a chance. So I just think she has to get better to say she MVP. Like Asia shooting threes, like top of the key, she's knocking that shot down. It's how you gonna guard me? You come up, I'm gonna go past you. So it's a difference, you know what I'm saying, how they play. So I just feel like the Mercury, you gotta, and you can't have, I think her name is Witt something, number 33. You can't have her on the floor. She's a liability. She didn't make a point. And you got her on the court the whole time when you could have had
way too long.
Yeah, it just she's not doing anything.
Yeah.
So it just thing like the coaches, he's not. You gotta get him out of there, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Get somebody in here who can coach the team better and get more out of them. Even and it's out of the blue, but even Angel Reese, you gotta get with her and make her better. Give her a jump shot. Like I don't understand that. How you know what I'm saying? Like you're not Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman didn't need a jump shot. He did everything else but that. You know what I'm saying? But these players, to be at that level, you need to be able to shoot the ball, man. That's the fundamentals. So
that's our guy Tyler, though. Shout out to him as the head coach of this guy. I'm hoping he can get it going with her.
I think she out of there, man.
That was rough at the end of last year. Yeah, so
I think she'll be good here. I think she'll help out, but you can't have two. You can't have the two bigs can't shoot the ball though. That's gonna be too. It's gonna clear out the middle, but you gotta be able to shoot the ball.
I did expect more from Thomas as well, though, because leading up to the finals, like she was balling out and she was scoring, and when she's scoring, you can't really do much with her. She impacts the game so much. But all the way back to game one of these finals, though, Mercury had the lead. They were up by like 5 or 6 with a few minutes left, and they stopped shooting the ball. They didn't hit their free throws. Just pass the ball around the key. Terrible offense. It's like all you needed was 1 or 2 buckets down the stretch.
Just one bucket, man.
And that sets the whole thing off in a different direction. Instead, you got swept. Game 4, they really didn't have much of a chance.
You gotta win that. You gotta win game 4. You gotta send it back.
At least give your
you can't get swept on your floor, man. You can't do that.
That was one gangster thing, though. I don't know if you guys seen in that Nike had a commercial. The welcome back played, and it was on the jet flying back to Vegas, and it had the trophy on there, and it was a Nike commercial for Asia Wilson. I was like, dang, that's pretty gangster. But they were playing that during game 4. I was like, oh man, they're like, we coming home and we coming home with it. Like that was pretty dirty, but I thought the commercial was super dope. So I was like, oh man.
Yeah, Anthony, that's a perfect description of that.
Yeah, you can't do it.
That's terrible.
Get all the boards, but no points.
For real.
All right. Real quickly before we get up out of here, World Series is coming up next. We're in the championship series. We got the Dodgers and the Brewers, who that game is on right now. Actually, I haven't checked the score yet.
2-1.
2-1 Dodgers?
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. Okay. Great game 1 last night.
Can I ask you real quick? What was the big mistake they kept on talking about? What happened? They missed the game. They kept on. I was trying to watch it and see. I didn't know what it was.
Did you see it, A-Dub?
With the ball bouncing off of the thing and then hitting off the thing.
So it hit somebody?
No. So like it bounced off of the defender, hit the wall, and then he caught it. But instead of that being like once it hits the wall, it becomes a hit.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Okay.
And bases were loaded.
Yeah, the bases were loaded, but I still don't understand. Somehow it messed up because the person on third base went back to tag up before he went home. And I'm like, it didn't matter if he left the base too early. So I don't exactly know what happened, or they got the next person out that didn't go from second to third.
That's what happened. Bases were loaded. So third has to go home. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody has to move, and no one really did.
Well, third went home, but then second didn't go to third.
So that's basically what happened. So because he ended up kind of going back, because I think he just thought that like it was an outplay because
he thought he called it.
Right.
From that far back, like I could actually understand like why you would think it was like an outplay.
And the ball never hit the ground.
And exactly. So he basically stayed there instead of moving, and then it just turned into a double play. So they got 2 people out. It was just really dumb.
Okay.
It's weird though that like that could have ended up costing them.
Oh, 100%. Sure. Yeah, big time.
Because they could have scored more points there, but yeah. But yeah, I still don't even understand. Like, I guess just like the catcher knew, like, oh, they didn't touch the bases right, or like somehow they didn't move right, and was able to get them out. But that was really weird. I've never really seen anything like that.
Same.
And I guess I didn't really know. I almost thought it was like NFL. Like if they catch it, doesn't hit the ground, then it's still a catch. But
yeah, I've never seen it happen either. And I think that it happened. It probably almost never happened. So that's why everyone was just kind of like confused. You know what I'm saying? It was like, because I'm with you. Like if it doesn't touch the ground, I'm thinking that's out. But
right.
Apparently it's not.
That was weird. But I'm glad it didn't cost them. And I do think the Dodgers are team of destiny this year. I think they're going back to back.
Yeah, I agree. Mariners looking good though.
Mariners are looking good.
They're killing the Blue Jays right now. And
that's for game 3, right? Oh no, it's 2-0. 2-0.
It's 2-0. It's 2-0. But yesterday they scored like 12 runs on them. Like they beating them down.
Yeah. And that's both of those games were on the road, so now they're headed back to Seattle.
Exactly.
Which is kind of interesting too, because the Dodgers are on the road too, but it looks like both of the road teams have a better chance so far.
Yeah.
But it should be cool, and I do think that Mariners would be really cool because they've never been to the World Series before.
Wow.
And they're just like a classic.
So Ken Griffin never took him to the series?
No.
He did on that movie he did. So I thought he did it. What movie he remember that movie he was in? Was that it wasn't Angels in the Outfield, it was another movie.
Remember I don't know.
Remember the trick play they got him out and all that?
I don't remember that movie. You're not talking about the
Come on. I think it's Big League or something or something league.
Is it the one where the kid broke his arm and he threw really fast?
I don't know. I just remember they did a trick play on Little Big League. That's what it was. Okay, I know it was something like that.
I don't know. I don't remember
that one. Man, you gotta stay on top of those movies, man.
I don't remember that one. I just remember the dude that he broke his arm and he threw really fast.
I keep on forgetting you guys like 5 years. Y'all 5 years younger than me. I forgot y'all. We had the best movies growing up, so I'm sorry about that, man. I know you don't remember Angels in the Outfield. You probably don't remember.
No, Angels in the Outfield. Yes.
Okay.
That's what I was gonna say. Those were the two.
But when they came out, Rookie of the Year. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Rookie of the Year.
But
Angels in the Outfield, you had to be 3 or 4 years old. So I don't know if you know what you was watching back then.
It came out in like the 90s. Like I was at least. I'm gonna have to look up that.
Yeah, I think it was 4 or 5.
Was that 96?
I was like 8 years old, so I know
came out in 94. I was 6.
Oh, 7.
6? Okay.
Yeah. So see, we're not that far behind you. We're right in line. But yeah.
Thank you for not making me feel too old, man. You
know? I just think though, the Angels in the Outfield. Actually, I want to go back and watch that movie, but it's sad though. It's a sad movie.
It's very sad. It's in that car, man.
Oh man! Sometimes I look back on these movies, I'm like, dang, I don't remember any of the sadness.
When you coming back? When the Angels win a pennant. I'm like, oh, you suck as a dad.
The premise of the movie is like this dude's dad doesn't want him unless the Angels win. If you go back and think about that, I'm like, dang, that's a sad premise. And the little boy, oh man.
I mean, everybody was up in your house on the couch, yes.
Yeah. Oh man, I gotta watch.
Danny Glover, he played that role, dog. He should got Oscar with that, dog.
Another little boy too, a little black boy.
Yeah, he got me to this day when I see it have a moon as God's his thumbnail or something. Remember? Yeah. When you see the half a moon, I always think about that too. There's certain things about movies you never forget, man.
Yeah. Dang.
Damn, man. I'm over here catching strays. Catching straight. That's crazy.
Little Giants is awesome. Pop says,
"Oh yeah,
classic.
Yeah,
love that movie."
That made me want to play football so bad because they had the Cowboys and Giants.
Right, that's the only time I ever play root against the Cowboys though. They had the dope jerseys too. They had the dope.
It was old school. The Thanksgiving jerseys too, dog. Yeah. They had that one big kid. He was like 19 years old, the running back. Right. Yeah.
He's like, I'm in Pee Wee football.
They had the girl. The girl was the best player on the Giants team. She got cheerleader, and she came out there in her skirt. I will lit her up. You gonna come out here? Out here.
That's my niece, and she's pissed. We better watch out. That was dope.
Damn, and they never coming home.
Oh dang!
So I'll come back when the Jets go to the Super Bowl. That's crazy.
That's such a sad movie, but I'm gonna watch that again soon.
That's such a sad movie.
If you look back, they were like way more serious than I ever remember. I just remember all the fun stuff, but I'm like, dang.
I'm trying to think of that one story of the little black kid. They told what happened to him. He got left in the trash can or something. Remember?
Something like
he had a
that.
sad story, but I remember that. Yeah.
Danny Glover said, "I can't do it." Like such a great movie, dog.
They were stressing my man out, dog.
Yeah, they were.
They don't make movies like that no more, though. Them kind of movies, that family movies, they don't make those no more, man.
Not when you got the like
it's something else now,
like
man.
Yeah,
they don't make movies like that no more.
Oh man, good stuff there. But
man, we went over, man. You gonna get in trouble, man.
We're gonna call it
right here, man.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta go.
Sorry, Grace. We sorry about that, Grace. All right, he coming.
Gotta go take care of business. Gotta go get the baby real quick.
Luna, like, where my daddy at?
She gonna start walking in by next year. Like, hey, bro, what's going on? Snack time, bro.
Exactly.
She gonna be like, cut.
Don't blame me. Exactly. She's gonna come on here and start hitting the button. So, but that's what's up. We'll be back on Thursday to do all of our week picks, and then episode 321 next Tuesday. But until then, it's your boy A-Dub.
And your boy Strizzy.
Hey, rest in peace, D'Angelo, man. One of the greats, man.
Yeah, rest in peace.
And you say the truth. They open up my eyes.